Okay, so I have finally gone and done it. I have started my adventure into Warhammer 40k. I mean, I've seen videos of it, and it seems actually pretty fun and interesting. So I thought it'd be fun to start, you know, collecting it. Well, less collecting it and more getting ready to play it. So I got this Warhammer 40k First Strike starter set. It looks awesome, actually. And at least the cover art does. The back of it has all the miniatures, and they look like they have some amazing detail. But, probably not made of good plastic, I was thinking. Probably cheaply made, since they make so much of it. And this is all the contents of the box. It comes with so much stuff, actually. Um, I didn't know where to start with looking at all this, so I ended up starting looking at the miniatures. And to my surprise, these things have so much detail and are very nicely made. Like, they are made of some very nice plastic. Gotta say, they're not like just any small things of plastic that break super easily. They actually feel like they can withstand. But, yeah, pretty nice. And then, of course, here's the other ones that don't have as much detail, but, are there and they're still made of very nice plastic. Now, this thing came with two books, one building manual, and some very big cards actually of all the stats of all the characters, which I don't really like. Maybe they could have made it smaller? I don't know. No, I'm not a professional at this game. I mean, I'm just starting. The building manual actually seems like it takes you through the steps pretty well, and I probably won't get confused because, stuff like this could confuse me. Which I'm very happy that they have numbers on all of the sheets so it's easier to tell. What I didn't expect is that you needed clippers to clip them off the sprues. So I was kind of like, uh-oh, what am I going to do here? I don't have any clippers. But I found these. Um, Hopefully they'll work. I'm pretty sure they will. They seem like they'll work just as well, for now at least, as a replacement. So, I think it's about time to start. I think I'm going to start building these Space Marines. And I've got Gorilla Glue here because, I have seen a lot of videos of stuff like this, and they say that you should super glue them, so, I got me some Gorilla Glue. And whenever this stuff says it irritates the skin, it means it. So definitely make sure you wash all of it off if you get any on you, because oh man, does it burn your skin. But I'm starting with the Space Marine Intercessors. I think that's how you say it. Pretty sure. But they seem like the easiest to build and paint because you do have to paint these miniatures yourself, and I just thought it'd be the best place to start. It comes with two different sized bases, in which it's easy to tell the difference between them. But man, as you can see, I already have my first Space Marine in its space, but it was so hard to get in there. It hardly fit, it felt like. But hey, at least I know that it's a good fit. Now this is the first Space Marine. I didn't super glue its head, so its head kind of wobbles a little bit. I should have glued it on there. I'll make sure to note that for next ones. That you should super glue all of it, or else, yeah, its head wobbles back and forth, which is kind of aggravating. But it looks very nice. It's a very nice and clean miniature. And the clippers worked really well, actually. I didn't think they'd work as well as they did. There is one spot where I clipped off a little too much off of his shoulder, but hopefully once I get him all painted, it won't even be noticeable. And time to prime him, which I forgot was a step, and I didn't want to hold it right up to my face, of course. I didn't want to get any primer on me, so I got this board here. And I thought, hey, with a little bit of tape, I'll be able to tape it on there, and boom. Which, surprisingly, it worked, yeah. So I've got him strapped to my death machine, and, well, it's time to go prime him. I've got this surface primer here, because I didn't know what else to get. Hopefully it works. I'm pretty sure it will because it's primer. And I put on the first layer, and I don't really like how it turned out. It's really not even layered, and I think it could be better, so I think I'm going to put on a second layer, which I did. And note to self, don't put on more than 2 layers, or more than 1 layer, because it starts bubbling up and it looks even worse now. Hopefully once I get it painted, it won't look as awful as it does right now. But yeah, as you can see, there's so many bubbles, and it's just aggravating because my first ever miniature, I already primed it wrong. So I've got him strapped down, and I think I'm ready to paint him. The bubbles are so clearly visible, but yeah, I'm gonna try. So, it doesn't look too bad from far away, but it still looks kind of bad. I got these paintbrushes here, and this paint is just some paint that I had because I had these paints for quite a while. And these paintbrushes, I thought they'd work well, so I got them. I'm going to be using this kind of not fine tip paintbrush to start out to try and get the base layer of it all on there. And I found this blue, since Space Marines are blue and gold. I thought I'd start out with their original colors first before trying and make anything special. So I got the first base layer on there, and oh man, was this paint not a good choice. This paint is not good for painting miniatures at all. It's uneven, it's glossy, very glossy, and yeah, I'm really sad about the product of this one. It's just all around bad, but hopefully it will look at least fine from far away whenever I play the game. But it's way too glossy for my liking. And the feel of it is weird. It feels so weird to touch, like kind of sticky almost. Really weird. It's dry. I mean, I'm not touching it while it's not dry. It's fully dried, but it just feels kind of sticky because it's so glossy. So I found this metallic paint that I bought, for all these paints because I thought it'd be good to get metallic paint. So I have this gold here, and I'm going to be doing some detail in gold. So I got the gold detail on there, and it doesn't look half bad. I shouldn't put gold on the helmet, but oh well. But yeah, the gold on there, I didn't do half bad of a job. It's not all great, but considering this is my first miniature, I'm actually kind of proud of it. It makes the glossy kind of matted down a little bit. Don't know if I used that term correctly or not. I just put kind of gold on places where I thought it would be. I even put a little bit on his shoe. I don't know why, no one's going to notice that, but it's there. So from far away, it doesn't look half bad. Next I just need to paint some other few details in his gun, and that should be about it. Got his gun painted, and he actually looks pretty good. I got his eyes painted, and yeah, he doesn't look half bad actually. I mean, he does look bad, but not as bad as he did. He looked a lot worse a few minutes ago. I painted an S on his shoulder because he's shiny, so S. Don't know why I did, I just did, so it's there. I painted his little ribbon on his shoulder red because that's how the box looked. Painted it all red though, but seal with a ribbon, but I couldn't do that because I didn't have the right paint. But I'll make sure to get the right paints for the next few that I do. So, I was wanting to paint the base, and seeing as though this kind of resembles a street, I thought I'd paint his face as a street, which I did. So now his base is kind of a street-esque thing with a black rim around it. I don't think it looks too bad. I used some really cheap paints, like the 50-cent bottles, because I didn't want to use my real, costly paints on just the base of it. So yeah, I ended up just using those. And, for my first miniature, I'm actually kind of proud of it. He doesn't look half bad. From far away, he actually looks half decent. I mean, I know that's like saying, wow, that's not too ugly of a baby, but hey, it's my first miniature. I think I did good. I'm proud of the result, and yeah. So that was my first kind of little dive into Warhammer, painting my first miniature. If you guys liked it, I'll definitely continue to keep you guys updated with all my progression in building this set. And all of this was actually a month ago, so I actually made a lot more progress on the set. So if you actually want to see more of it, I can definitely release more. I just thought, hey, this is my variety channel, might as well put in some variety. So I painted these miniatures, and I'm actually kind of excited about where this adventure in Warhammer goes. See if I enjoy the game, if I want to do more, because I did enjoy painting it, and I definitely will try and do better next time, because, oh man, this was not too great. But there's definitely more to come, so yeah, see ya.